Ukrainian soldiers fighting near the eastern city of Bakhmut say they need more heavy weapons and ammunition to hold back invading Russian forces.
On all directions, the enemy increased his activity. He got inspired by his recent successes. But nevertheless, we are trying to hold the front line. But it's all about heavy weapons. We will hold them back as well as counterattack. Without weapons, without aviation, it will be passive defense, and sooner or later, we will be outgunned.
The speakers of 23 European parliaments, including Ukraine, Germany, Austria, Czechia, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Spain, France, and Poland, have appealed directly to the Republican Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, asking him to bring U.S. military aid to a vote to empower Kyiv to fight back. VOA caught up with Speaker Johnson on Thursday on Capitol Hill and asked him about the letter.
The House is looking at all available options right now, and we'll address that as soon as the government is fine.
The current standoff comes after some Republican lawmakers, at the request of former President Donald Trump, blocked a bipartisan border and national security package that would have provided funding for Ukraine and overhauled the asylum system for migrants. Senate Democrats and many Republican lawmakers have expressed their frustration with Johnson, saying time is of the essence.
We passed a Ukraine aid bill with 70 votes. It is now Speaker Johnson's decision. Speaker Johnson has to decide whether he wants to go down in history as the person who handed Ukraine to Russia. That's it.
Former U.S. Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta also spoke to VOA.
And I think ultimately the Speaker has to understand that if he fails to provide that vote, and he and the Republican Party will be viewed as being supportive of Putin. I don't think they want that.
Meanwhile, in Moscow on Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin gave his State of the Nation address, which was broadcast live on buildings across the city. Putin warned that the consequences of sending NATO troops into Ukraine would be tragic, saying he has nuclear weapons that can strike the West. French President Emmanuel Macron has launched a discussion among NATO countries, saying that Ukraine is fighting for Europe's security, and the possibility of deploying Western troops to Ukraine cannot be excluded. Cindy Saine, VOA News.